Hey guys, so we're just waiting on a couple of people to show up. And then, Matt, you want to give them a rundown while we're waiting for Doll? And then I'm going to send this out. Or, here she is. But go ahead and give them a
Yeah, for
rundown.
sure. So, hey guys, first and foremost, welcome, welcome. This space will be recorded. We do want you guys all to know that. Um, it'll be put on our YouTube channel. And then on top of that, a lot of you have been in on our sessions, but if you haven't, we'll have time for our speaker to talk. We'll ask questions, and then we'll be bringing you guys up to ask questions. So be a good time. And please tweet out the room, all of you. If you see that little blue button at the right corner with the feather, with the plus mark, just click that and then tweet out the room for us, please. Thank you for all coming.
Hey everybody. Hey. Thank you, Matt.
Hey, doll.
What's
What up?
up,
What up?
Dave? How
How's
you
everything?
doing?
What's up, my man?
Let's start the show. So, tell us about yourself and your background before you became the CEO of Patcoin and Gokhshtein Media and founder of Gokhshtein Media.
All right. So before that, I was just in the space. Just honestly, I was in the space. I've been in the space for years, and I was just accumulating Bitcoin and Ethereum, and also XRP, and that's really it. And I also got into Dogecoin. I played around with Dogecoin, but those were particularly and Litecoin. Let me throw out Litecoin. I was playing around with that, and I was also in the stock market. I don't know, like I was in stocks before I was in crypto.
Were you really?
So yeah, you guys have me like, oh, he's only crypto. No, it's just that I think stocks are boring right now, unless you do massive research into penny stock. So
Oh yeah.
We love
I
penny
mean,
stocks.
I got Tesla, I got Google, but
Yeah.
but for me, the money you're gonna make money when you're in these penny stocks, and
Right.
shame on me. Like I can't devote that kind of time.
I've shot you
Uh,
tickers too, and you still don't do it.
I don't,
Damn.
because I have to do my research. I
Right.
cannot, and I advise this to everybody. I cannot go into
hmm
something based on some. And I know, Christine, you'll be dropping gems, but like I can't go on to something based on somebody else's research because
Right. You have to sit and
I love
research
that.
it.
Do your own
yeah,
DD.
yeah, that's it, man. Like
Uh-huh.
that, honestly, that's for instant gratification and for lazy people. Like lazy
Oh,
people
I love that.
will go ahead and take your information, and then when you hypothetically, the shit goes sideways, you're the fucking fault. You're the
Yeah.
one who went ahead and fucking, you led me in the wrong direction. No, how about
Mm.
you, motherfucker, didn't go ahead and do your research, okay?
Exactly.
And you wanted your head. Yeah, everything's all fine and dandy when I hold your hand and everything's good, but ain't all fucking rosy when I fucking fuck up and you fuck up. So yeah.
Yeah. But you didn't tell us anything about yourself, like where you came from before you were CEO of Patcoin. Like, what were
I
you
was
Yeah.
doing?
a I was a veteran. I was a finance director for 15 years in the automotive industry. Shout outs
Mhm.
to the automotive industry. I am proud. They get a
Oh,
bad rap, and like, yeah, all the fucking movies that come out about car salespeople, the shit hurts the image. But for the most part, the 90% of the industry is phenomenal. The guys work really hard. So shout outs to them. I was a finance director for 15 years there. I know I didn't take mommy and poppy, no, mommy and poppy's money. Uh, I went ahead and grinded my way into, obviously starting, G Media, and then, coming together with Pack Protocol, and starting off there as a CMO and then becoming the CEO, which has been a phenomenal experience.
Amazing.
so Dave,
Yeah, yeah.
what was the first three cryptos that you traded? How did you get into crypto first of all? How did you
So
get into just
my
crypto, not
my my,
trading?
my friend was like on me about this shit. He's like, you got to get this. You got to get Bitcoin, man. And like, I always took my friend for being the guy who played War of Warcrafts and shit, like those fucking, dressing up and going out on Saturdays playing like pretending to be a wizard or some shit. And I'm like, yo, this is some.
Oh shit.
I was like, this is some
A
bullshit, man.
wizard.
Like seriously, no, honestly, I was like, yo, this is bullshit. Like that, I was like, straight up, it's straight up bullshit, man. And but I have two family members that are in IT and they're computer programmers and everything. And I was always into like computer programming. So I would say I got more interested in blockchain, and then like my friend kept annoying me, so he was like, "I'll give you free Bitcoin," and then that's how it all started. But I never traded.
Dang.
I never traded. I never
Wow.
traded. I've always collected, and I will keep, DCA all day long. I'll keep
Uh-huh.
collecting because I believe in it.
Right.
But
So you would say you're an investor, right?
I'm an investor. I'm a long-term
For
investor.
sure.
I'm not a trader. I can do it, but I, I'm okay with not making an extra $200,000. And I know how that comes off because of my last name. But I'm telling you, I'm okay with it.
Whoa. Yeah. So tell me about the coins. Now you answered the question about how you got into crypto. Tell me about these three coins. Your first three coins that you got invested. You started in. You did Bitcoin. Was it what else?
Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. Those were my three. And no, let me
That's it.
rewind. Bitcoin, Litecoin. Can I say four because it's really four?
Go ahead.
Go ahead, because it's
Bitcoin.
probably yeah.
Yeah, it's Bitcoin, Litecoin, XRP. Hold on, what the fuck did I just? And Ethereum. Yeah, those four.
Those
Those
are
Exactly.
were my
good.
four. Those were
Yeah.
my four.
I think they're like the basic like four that you get started in. I think
Yeah.
that's the four. So when
That's
did
not true
what year?
anymore. People come in with Doge now.
No, I'm talking about back in the day.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, back in the day, that was the four right there. So,
And I just kept collecting. Like, why not?
uh-huh, yeah,
Okay.
and then you got into Doge.
Yeah, I like those. Like, I just like the fucking meme. Like, I don't know. Like, I remember reading an article, and besides that, besides knowing about Dogecoin, like I remember reading this article from, I think it was CNBC, and I was like, oh, this shit is. I'm like, this shit has some fucking potential in the future. Like, I wasn't looking at it. Honestly, all bullshit aside, I was looking at it. Yo, it's a joke. Like, in all bullshit aside, like, it's a joke. But look what happened. Like, Dogecoin is now
No,
extremely
not a
popular.
joke.
No, it's not. It should be taken really seriously. And I've said it multiple times, where, like, it's a great onboarding process to get people into crypto, get them to learn how to use cryptocurrency, and then most of these people get into Bitcoin, Ethereum, and whatever else is hot on the market.
Right. So tell us about your strategy when it comes to investing in crypto. Like, what do you look for? What do you look for?
Team and use case and utility. Those three. Like,
Can you
uh,
explain to people? Because there's people that are just in stocks, right? And
yeah.
they're curious about crypto. So, like, when you're explaining those or the few things that you look for, can you kind of go into depth about that, like the
Well,
utility?
so what's Tesla, right? Like, really, what is Tesla? I don't look at Tesla as a car company. I look at it, and I share with in agreement with one of my good friends. It's an energy company. That's all it is to me.
Yeah.
So that's why I invest into Tesla. So same thing goes for things in crypto. Like, what do you do? What is your number one? I need to see the team's face. I can't have a team that, like, I can't see. Like, we're dealing with money. I don't, if I the, You're not Satoshi. That's an exception. You're not Satoshi. Bitcoin is an exception. That you are not getting that. So I want to know who's the team. I want to know who's working on it. I want to know who's programming it. What's the use case? What are you solving? What exactly are you solving? And that's what it really comes down to me. It's harder in crypto because you don't have as much data as you do have in stocks. Like, I can look up an entire the history of Apple, right, and see how it's traded for the most part. I
Right.
can't do that in crypto because it's so young. That's not a
Right.
bad thing. It's young, and that's why it's so volatile. But I have an advantage in the stock market versus crypto. But, like, the stock market, you're only making and this is not to shit on the stock market, but 3-4%. Man,
That's
in
big boards,
crypto,
though, not in penny stocks.
Yeah, because
but, but you get what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah,
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 that's what I'm
yeah.
talking about. Penny stocks, like I told you, I don't know if I have the attention span to sit there and look through all these things. And I'm sure if you get one, which I've seen you get one, Chris, I
Yeah.
mean, like, fuck, like, you were, like, promoting that shit on Twitter, like, yo, I 20 times on this shit.
DPLS.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like that's what crypto does though. Like why would I go into Tesla? For some people, like why would you go into Tesla who are
For
just getting
3%.
in?
Yeah.
Yeah, when I could fucking go into, excuse my language, cum rocket and make like 1,000%.
Yeah, go ahead. Get in the
Are you
cum rocket.
shilling? Are you shilling us on
It
cum
sounds
rocket?
like it. It
Fuck
sounds like he's
no.
shilling. He's
Fuck
shilling cum
no.
rocket.
Absolutely not. Everybody knows how I feel about that shit.
Promo for cummies.
Oh
Yeah.
my.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah, Dave. So you talk about like crypto is young, right? So
Yeah.
where do you see crypto in the next 1 to 5 years?
I see crypto. It's already starting to dominate. I see, you know, this is the unpopular opinion with everybody who hates Bitcoin, which you shouldn't. Bitcoin is going to open the gates. It is opening the gates already because I speak to politicians from Latin America. It is opening the gates to change the system. Like our system needs, like, come on, like, look at the numbers that Tesla and Google and everybody were doing during the pandemic. 41 million people unemployed. Like everybody's under lockdown, yet the stock market's going crazy. Like I couldn't even make sense of it. And we're printing money like nothing. And the
Right.
dollar's backed by debt. So
Right.
the money just keeps printing. Like when does it stop? And when it stops, like where are we when it stops? Are we Nigeria?
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing for me. It's like what happens? And Bitcoin does solve that problem. Bitcoin, no matter what anybody wants to say, like listen, Ethereum can be here and XRP can be here and a bunch of others can be here, but Bitcoin really does solve that problem. It's deflationary. It solves it. And
Right.
hopefully I think it'll take probably 10 years, but 1 to 5, I really see a lot of things open up here for us. And it's surely going to be, it's going to be one of those things that people are going to say, fuck, I wish I got in when I heard this OTC chat and them talking about cryptocurrency.
Yeah. Exactly. So what do you think? How about for people, like, to kind of go into that question a little bit? How about people that don't get into crypto, right? Like, I'm sure you run into people that are like, no, I don't mess with that stuff. It's too confusing. I don't want to touch it. So in the future, I feel like crypto is going to be what's used, like for forms of payment or whatever. How about people that don't get into it at all? Where are they in the future when crypto is it's gone mainstream?
They're getting into it. They're just going to get into it at, unfortunately, too late. But I mean, how many articles are there? How many outlets are there out there right now? This spaces talking about cryptocurrency. It's on you. Like it's your fault if you get in the next 5 years, it's on you because we're still early.
Right.
Bitcoin's still early. Dogecoin, like to me, I think Dogecoin is going to be a major player. And like I know people will give me flack for it. Like they're giving Mark Cuban is getting massive flack for Dogecoin. I
Yeah.
don't even know, like for no reason. It's just stupid, the mentality right now. Like I would think people, especially Bitcoin maxis, and I'm friends with some of them. Like it's bringing people into the space. It is literally bringing people that would never get into the space. It's bringing them in. Yes, they're all coming in for gains. Nobody can deny that fact that people are coming in for gains. But for the 40% that stick around, they're getting into Bitcoin. They're learning about crypto, and they're going to stay here until, hopefully, until eternity, man. Like it's going to change the game. Period. Said and done, man.
Yeah. And if you get in early, I feel like you have that advantage, right?
Mm-hmm.
You could be better off. You could
Sure.
just be better off
You
if
could
you
be
start.
rich.
Yeah.
Let's be
Yeah.
honest. You could be rich.
Yeah, I was trying not to say that, but yeah, you can
Well,
Yeah.
be.
I'll
You
say it.
could
I'll
be.
say it.
I
You could
mean,
be rich.
Yeah.
Not
you just
financial
saying
advice,
you
of
could
course.
be.
Could be.
Mm-hmm. You could be. Yeah.
Could be.
Mm-hmm. More than
But
likely, yeah.
listen, it's an opportunity if you understand what's happening right now in our current economy. Like it's a no-brainer, man. Our money, $50,000, $100,000 laying in your savings account. It's not $100,000. It's like $50,000. That's your purchasing power. So
Mm-hmm.
why would I leave my money unless listen, I leave money to pay my bills with. The rest, no. That shit is not left dying in fiat. I'm
Right.
sorry.
Right. I know we talked about NFTs earlier and how much of a crackhead you are for NFTs. Can you?
Crackhead.
Yes, a crackhead, a whole crackhead for NFTs. Um, just explain to me how you got started collecting these NFTs.
Okay. The cyberpunks came out. I was like, I
Yeah.
literally, I shitted on them. I was like, this is straight trash. That's what I said. I was like, you guys are only buying this to flex. Like, if somebody, $3.7 million, I take that 3.7. I still take that $3.7 million and invest that shit into real estate and have passive income come in. I'm always talking about passive income, so I'd have that money. I have a paycheck, or excuse me, a rent check coming to me every single month, so I can go ahead and buy useless shit like certain people have. But
Oh shit, that was a jab. We'll talk about that later. But go ahead, finish, David.
but but listen, you know what? I got into NFTs recently, the last 2-3 months. I get it. I understand the mindset that these people have in the NFT community. They're now looking at these things as dollars. Like they don't price it at 3.7. They're like, yo, I paid 500 Ethereum for it.
Right.
There's no money. They don't have the US dollar attached to it. And like you look at the art and like what they're doing now, especially the NFT space, what they're doing now, essentially, the way they're putting things together, the art that they're putting together, this shit's dope. I'm in.
Tell us
Like,
about your NFT that you have up.
Yeah.
Lazy Lions. Yo, I love this shit. Like the Lazy Lion community,
Uh-huh.
real deal. Like the, they they really went ahead and like really help me understand how they think in terms of NFTs, and I like their NFTs in general. They're dope as hell. Like each one is a character. One's rare, the other one's common. Listen, it's better than NBA Top Shots. Fuck them.
Whoa.
They told me get the rare cards, get this card. Yo, I got every card, man, possible, and I am sitting holding my nuts, man.
Oh my
That's all I can
god.
say, man.
Christine, too bad they don't have a bagged emoji up here, I swear.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
for real, they should have a bag and my picture on it. Bag.
Oh my god.
Somebody please make that an NFT.
Try to fucking make
David,
it a cryptocurrency.
Dave bag.
do you do mentorships because you're so knowledgeable in the crypto space? So a lot of people look to you to learn about crypto, or they want to hear what your thoughts are and stuff. Do you do mentorships? Like, and if so, how do they access it?
I speak to look, people contact me, and I just talk to them on the side, whether it's like somebody who's just entering the space or somebody who's running a protocol.
You
I'm
just
not
kind
charging
of,
people. Yeah, I'm not charging people for that shit. Like I wish I had somebody mentoring me when I came in from that side. Look, my dad, he helped me out in terms of how to invest and how to look at assets. I wish everybody was afforded the same opportunity because we go into school, we don't learn about finances. Nobody knows shit about finances,
right.
and people get themselves into fucking massive debt. And then once they're out of debt, they're like 55 years old, and what have you done with your life? You work for somebody, they fucking micromanage you. I always say this, you have one vacation a year. They don't let you take that vacation because they'll tell you in your ear, hey, but you're replaceable. So you're all fucked up.
Right.
So I don't feel like I don't feel like charging anybody. And for me personally, I'm happy to see if I can go ahead and help somebody and steer them in the right direction. I'm there. I'm with it, and I don't want nothing in return, man.
So
That's not how I look at it.
do you suggest any like mentorship programs for people that want to learn more about the space?
Fuck. There's a lot out there. It depends on what your style of. It just depends on what your style is. What your Some people like vanilla, some people like chocolate, right? So like, I'm laughing because that can come off wrong, but I'm just saying, Vanilla or chocolate. You know,
Some people, okay.
Oh God.
all right, or strawberry. Like I don't know. Like,
There you go.
but
Strawberry.
listen, I listened to Grant Cardone, right? Like Grant
Uh-huh.
Cardone was one of those dudes where I listened to him when I was young, and I thought he put a lot of things in perspective. He was like, people go out there buy useless shit with their hard-earned income, rather than going ahead and getting passive income and then buying useless shit because it don't matter at that point.
Right.
You ain't sweating. You ain't sweating for your money and fucking trying to impress a whole neighborhood and then going to the gas station and saying, yo, can you spot me 5? Like, no. Like, those are the type, like Grant Cardone, Gary Vee has been, honestly, Gary Vee's been like a big inspiration for me personally.
Yeah.
Because like he didn't come from money like people think he did. He didn't come from money. Could he had a little bit of money? No, but like I like the part that he says, "Step the fuck out of your comfort zone, man."
Yeah.
Too many people want to fucking be comfortable, man. Well, you don't make money when you're comfortable. You make money when you're uncomfortable because you gotta make money, man.
What advice do you have for people, to get out of that mindset, I guess, of that whole cycle, of just, I mean, like you said, buying shit that they don't, need, just that flossing. What what advice do you have for those people?
Well, I grew up in. If anybody knows anything about Coney Island, I'm a Coney Island kid, man. I'm from Brooklyn. Like my advice is stop buying Yeezys for $1,200 and take that fucking money and invest it, man. Like, what are you doing? Investing in Yeezys? Like, what's the return on that? An extra $300, man? What are you doing?
Right.
Like,
It's for
you're
the
investing.
gram. It's for the
It's
You
for,
do
gram.
it for the gram.
okay.
Do it
And
for
what
the
is the
Twitter.
great? And what to tell your friends? I got Supreme. I got the Yeezys, man. Like, you look stupid. That's what you look. So my advice to you is take that money that you're about to spend on them Yeezys that are worthless and
Right.
go play a little bit, man. Read up, do your research, paper trade. Don't even go in yet. Just start with the basics.
Paper trade. That's so important.
Come on, man. Like a lot of people just go right in and they don't even know what the fuck they're doing. Paper trade, man. Paper trade. Learn the game. Talk to people. Go onto those penny stock forums. Like, just do your research, man. Why is it so? When I went to school, before I took that test, I studied. So why don't you take the same amount of fucking energy you take time either trolling people that are successful or trying to get that girl? Why don't you take that same energy while wearing your Yeezys and your worthless Montclair fucking jacket? Take that, take that money and put it into something and invest in and double your money. Yo, look at me. Yeah, you look like an idiot. Like, I take that money any day of the week. That shit costs $2,000. I'm gonna take that $2,000. I'm gonna go get myself some more Ethereum or DCA on some Bitcoin, or I'll throw it into stocks. Again, I'm into stocks. I don't know. You guys played me hardcore on this. I like the stock. Like y'all think I'm just crypto? Like, yeah, am
All
I
right,
crypto
well, let me
heavy?
go
Yeah.
to the stocks question then. What stocks are you looking at right now?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's
Well,
go.
but all right, like for me personally, like I'm looking at obviously I'm quietly I don't go on here, but I've aped into AMC, GameStop. I'm into the meme economy. I like that, even though like obviously those looking at it, they're overpriced. There's no doubt about it. Uh, I look at right now. I'm particularly looking at the service area. So when I say service, like Netflix, Zoom, right? I'm looking at those stocks because if we do have a third lockdown, because right now in New York, I can't get into one fucking restaurant unless I show proof of vaccination. So like, if we do happen to have a third lockdown, those are the things that are going to pop off again, and I'm going to be sitting and waiting to collect my money. So that's really the service end of it all. That's what I'm looking at. I ate in too late on to Robinhood, but I don't know why I did that. I fucking waited like an idiot.
Oh
But
yeah, people made money on
yeah, yeah,
Robinhood.
and I'll be the first one to say like, look, I missed the boat on it, just because like I was being stubborn about it. But I also like to do my research. I don't like to just jump in. But Robinhood, I gotta tell you, boy oh boy, when it comes to gamifying shit, they have gamified that application to
Yes,
make it
they
feel
have.
like, yo, you feel like you're playing like what's that game? Some Clash of Clans whatever it is that's popular on fucking the Apple Store, man.
Yeah.
It's just like a video game.
It is. I
You're
do
not
feel
lying.
like, yeah, when you press like send or whatever, I'm playing a video game right now. So we're gonna go to the panel for the questions to David. If you guys have any questions, but I'm gonna start with mine. Like, where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years?
Oh shit, resume. Pull
Uh,
it up.
I don't give a fuck what anybody says, like, because this is me betting on myself. My thing is like, I'm all around. Like, I want my name to be synonymous with cryptocurrency, so it will be. I already see it, so like nobody, like I don't give a fuck what anybody has to say. Like I see it already. My vision's there, and it's all about just having that all around game. And my biggest weakness was, even though I know how to read a chart, I know how to do TA. That was my weakness because my FA game ain't. Nobody's touching me with fundamental analysis. When it comes to TA though, I wasn't in the top 10, so I took 4 years to go ahead and just throw myself into it. When it comes down to it, that's where I see myself. When people talk about cryptocurrency or investing, I want them to mention my name, and that might have people laughing in here, and people might think it's a joke, but it ain't a joke to me, and it will happen.
I feel like you're
No.
on that path already. Like, people know when they talk about crypto, I feel like your name comes up.
Yeah, it's either I like him or I don't, and I don't give a fuck. I'll
Yeah.
be the Rick. I'll be the Ric
I
Flair.
love that.
I don't
At
care.
least they're mentioning your name, though. That's what you want.
Christine and Dahl, like I'm telling you right now, like I'm not going to comfort anybody with a lie. If anybody
love it.
wants to go ahead and be like comforted, that's not me. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna keep it 100. You're not gonna like it, but maybe 5-6 days down the line, you're gonna say, you know what? He told me the truth.
That's
Straight
That's
like
it.
that.
He does tell you the truth. You guys have any questions before we go to the audience? You have
I
a
actually,
handful of
I definitely do. I've been sitting back
I
listening,
got them, man.
and I
Okay.
appreciate all your energy that you're bringing. This is sick. But you were talking about utility earlier, and it really got me thinking. And I'm not big into crypto at all, but I do know that many cryptocurrencies, they're decentralized networks, based on obviously blockchain technology. What do you see crypto as being a major gateway for decentralization, especially when we're talking in terms of government and things of that nature?
For sure. Like there's no doubt about it. Like that's what. Like, look, we've lost trust somewhere. I don't know when it happened, whether it was in the 80s or in the 90s, but we lost trust, and especially with the banking system, we've lost complete trust. Decentralization, decentralizing shit solves that problem, and it keeps everybody fucking honest. Like you can't be this. Yo, how is it that I give you $50,000, put that shit into a bank account, I get 0.0000001 back on my money in the bank account, and you're giving out my money to you're giving my money to you. They're making 17% on you, and they're trading with it. And at the end of the month, they're charging me a maintenance fee. Well, what the fuck is that? Yo, hold on. 2 plus 2 is like 5. Like, what is it? What kind of game is this? Yeah, so like, decentralization will keep everybody fucking honest. Just like when they went ahead and just now, recently, $611 million was taxed on the Poly network. That dude, trust me, if there was a way to get that money off the blockchain, he would have took it off. There's no way. They'll find his ass. But and of course he's giving it back. I don't know if he's totally giving it back because again, I got a sunburn, a broken ankle probably, and I'm waiting for food with a crackhead jumping up and down. But I will go ahead and read upon that and see if all was given back. But at the end of the day, it just keeps everybody honest. It'll bring transparency back to society. That's the biggest thing. It brings transparency back. We can't just keep printing money, man. We can't 1 trillion here, 6 trillion there. How does a mother who's single mother, 3 kids, how's she getting by on $1,400 in New York City? She's not. She's absolutely not.
Not a
That's
damn
bullshit.
thing.
But hold on, Harvard, 9 million applies for a PPP, even though they gave it back. That's what's happening. It's the 1%, and then there's the poor. There's no middle ground anymore. But that's going to change. I'm telling you, 5 years from now, that all changes.
You speaking too much facts right
No,
now.
you drilled
You
that
got
one, and
you got my activism going.
yeah, you definitely drilled that. I mean, and then you look at all the big business. I mean, you brought up the universities. You know, there was a few other ones that were just in the same category, and then you look at all the big businesses as well. Um, and then the little guys were just getting absolutely fucking crushed. So that's my big reason, honestly, for looking at crypto, mainly just because of decentralization and, like you said, the transparency. So yeah, you definitely just made me realign some investing things here, and I'm gonna start moving some money around. Thank you for that.
Not a problem, man. I just, again, for me, it's more so it's not, listen, we're all here to make money, but at the end of the day, this is more than that to me personally. It's, it's, it's going to change. It really is going to change the way the world operates. And that's hella fucking cool because our generation now has the opportunity to dictate what happens. So our voices are powerful. Just a quick note. I don't want to take up too much time. Quick note, though. Congress was debating the fucking the travesty of a bill, that infrastructure bill, which is straight trash, that had that crypto language in it, which did not belong in there. And Congress, they heard it from the crypto community. They got drilled. So do not ever say that your vote doesn't count, that your voice doesn't mean anything. Your voice means everything, man. We, the people, remember that. And when you lose sight of that, we're all fucked.
Yeah. Doll, Rude, do you guys have a question before we go to the audience?
I asked my
Yeah.
question already. But go ahead, Rue.
Yeah, what's up, Dave? How you doing, my man?
What's going on, bro?
Not much. So just so you know, I took a shot every time you said the word fuck.
Oh, are you blacked out right
You drunk
now?
already?
I'm gonna probably
You tore
have
the
to go to
fuck
the
up.
hospital after this.
You
But
need to play the game often.
yeah. But Dave, you the man, dude. I don't know how you don't know that you're a legend already.
Nah,
But
I'm
I've been
not. I'm
following you
not.
for a
I'm not.
while.
I'm not.
It's been fun, especially on your spaces. It's always fun.
I appreciate it.
For sure, for sure. So for me, I just kind of want to know. I know you're a big enthusiast into the NFT marketplace, and you enjoy all the different projects. Do you have any that you want to share with us, or and I want to just talk to you about a few if you want to hear it.
I like right now. Obviously, I'm representing the Lazy Lions. Um, I have a lot. I've listed a lot this weekend. While today, unfortunately, obviously being repetitive here, sunburn, broken ankles right now, crackheads,
Broken.
tasers, shit's happening in New York City. But like, I've been researching a lot on NFTs, and I'll have it all out for you guys. Because you know what? I don't want to just say something like Cyberpunks. Honestly, I'm still not gonna get into it. It's like overpriced for me, and like in my head, I know it's worth it. I can't justify it just yet. I could probably see myself in the future getting into one, but right now, not yet. But there's like what was it? The dead animal, something like dead shit. I don't have my notes on me right now,
Oh, I
but
know what you're talking about.
that when it's dead something dead, and then
Yeah.
there's the dead bears that I'm really fond on, and then there's the boring apes, and um, I think the boring apes are funny. You have I think somebody told me if you don't got a boring ape, then you ain't shit in the NFT world. So basically, uh, they force your hand there, and then there's the boring mummies and shit. I can go on and on and on.
Yeah.
Like I got a whole list, which I'll talk about slowly because I just want to do some more DD on it. But like,
So,
fucking your community is fucking wild. I love you guys, man. No beef, no nothing. Everybody's drinking, taking shots. And crypto, that people are too busy acting like it's a sporting event. Fucking like it's the Bulls versus the Knicks and shit. And Pittman just dunked on Ewing and some shit.
so okay, so you're a big collectors guy,
Yeah, yeah.
and I'm sure you're planning to get those to be in the future to be worth a lot, and flip them, or just keep on collecting it. Is there any platform? So there's a platform that we have a lot of people that actually support it, and I want to know your opinion around HODL assets. Have you ever heard of that before?
On the last part, I didn't.
Hod HODL assets. Have you ever heard of HODL assets?
I
It's
heard
an
of it.
NFT
Yeah, I heard of it. Yeah,
marketplace.
yeah, yeah. I heard of it. I heard of it. Why aren't
Gotcha.
they? Why aren't they using? Why are they? Listen, they will be though. I'm gonna say one thing. I'm gonna talk to all you guys, and you're gonna definitely go ahead and use Yan DNA. That's all I gotta say. We're gonna go ahead and have Pack Protocol getting deep into this space for NFTs. That's all I gotta say.
Okay.
Nice. Okay.
Because
Go ahead.
I'll explain further, but I don't want. Go ahead.
So this is my last question. So okay, have you? It's been a lot of talks about because I'm big in NFTs as well, and I actually stumbled upon learning a little bit more about social tokens. How do you feel about social tokens?
So if you look at a conference that I did like 2 years ago, or a year and a half ago, I don't remember because the crackhead passed by and there was a taser thrown, but it was I said tokenization is the next big thing, and it is like uh, using like look the NFT world, right? The Kings of Leon, they went ahead and used an NFT to go ahead and sell their album, right? So right there, you're already connecting. For me personally, you already connect with your fan base, and you allow them to connect with you, and that is the greatest thing ever. Like the average Joe, me, like if I want to connect with Michael Jordan, I have an opportunity to connect with MJ. I haven't. I didn't like him when he played until the end because he abused the Knicks. But at the end of the day, like if I could connect with Michael Jordan by buying this NFT, yo, I'm in. And even with social tokens, right? If he makes like 10,000, MJ tokens, I get to go ahead and purchase these on the open market to connect with Michael Jordan. Yo, it's a win-win for everybody. Right now, though,
Exactly.
if you don't got bread and you don't got somebody that you know that can hook you up with a 1 second meeting with MJ, ain't shit happening. So I'm
Dude,
huge on tokenization.
it's even bigger than that because there's somebody actually from a little research they compared it to Disney getting a social token as an example, and they
Sure.
have their own because we all know like billions of people support Disney and it's its own economy, and
Yeah.
if they develop their own token, they can literally create their own ecosystem where they add their own value, and people can literally just trade their token and buy things with that, and they won't need fiat or anything,
For sure.
exterior. And it's crazy what the possibilities are. But
They're
cool, I
huge.
appreciate your answer.
They're huge.
Yeah.
It's just like we're so again, right? We're so early. Like people don't get it. Like you haven't missed anything. Like if you're just jumping into crypto or into NFTs, like you haven't missed anything. Like if anything, they've only gotten better to the point where you can get in and understand it. So and there's actual utility to it. So I mean I am so bullish on the entire market.
Very.
Like I really am. I'm bullish on it all, and again, I'm also like bullish on it changing the way society works and the way we handle business.
All right, you guys, let's go to Uncle
Uncle Chad,
Uncle
what's up?
Chad.
Let's
Hey,
go.
Unc, what's up, Unc?
What's going on, folks? How's everybody doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
What's up, Unc?
Same old shit. David, how you doing? What are you doing in Cracktown, man? Why are you dodging, bobbing and weaving crackheads?
Listen, man, I was like, look, I got the sunburn.
How'd you break your ankle?
I didn't break it, but I think it's broken. Definitely, because I fucking ran into something, man. It was brutal, bro.
Jesus Christ.
I literally didn't go on the floor because there was too many people around. But I wanted to cry like a little girl.
I can only imagine. Well, this call right now has inspired me to do a shot of Johnny Walker Blue. I've packed
Yes.
my bowl. I'm getting ready to hit it. Dave, you're killing this call. You're killing this call. And the one thing I wanted to ask you is there anything new that you can talk about as relates to Prac protocol and, its data? Because it's so important, and I agree with you, that owning your data and being able to control your data is one of the most important things in your life. And being able to control that and utilizing Prac protocol. Is there anything new coming other than, I think you just mentioned NFTs? That's brilliant. I can't wait for that to occur. But is there anything new coming out that you could talk about? I know you've got a lot of things in the pipe, but you can't really get to that level of speaking about it. But is there anything new that you can?
The only thing that I really can focus on right now is Yan DNA. And I really feel like Yan DNA, like, I don't know how people don't give a fuck about that data. Like, your data is, how much is it worth? Like, can you
Data's
guys put
worth
a number on it?
everything.
Like, how
Data's
much?
worth everything.
But give me a number. What's it worth?
To me, it's worth everything. So $1 billion.
Exactly, right? But we're okay with Google Drive We're okay with Apple. We're okay with Dropbox and everybody holding our shit and selling it to third parties. We're fine with that. Facebook, we're fine with all of this shit.
It's horrible. I mean, I buy something on Amazon within 3 minutes. Every ad on Yahoo or every email I get is about that product or a new product similar to it.
So
it's being
like,
sold immediately.
Yan DNA solves that problem.
Perfect.
Like legitimate, like it solves the problem where like nobody has access to your information except you.
Well,
So-
David, I'm an investor in Protocol. I love everything that you do, and just keep up the good work, brother. I appreciate it.
I
Thank you,
appreciate
Uncle
you.
Chad.
Thank you, man.
Christine, welcome
Thanks,
back,
Unc.
baby.
Thank you.
Thank you, Unc, for coming.
You're very, very welcome. Now I'm going to take
Go
my
hit
shot.
that ball now.
There
Hit
you
that
go.
ball
Go
too.
ahead, Unc.
I'm hitting it now. I'm hitting it now.
All
Good
right.
job.
Bye, Uncle Chad.
Bye-bye, guys.
Bit Pal. Hey, Bit Pal. What questions you got up here?
Hey guys, what's happening?
What's happening, friend?
Nothing much. It's still pretty early here in Australia, so yeah, I'm still a bit tipsy.
Down under. What questions you got, sir?
So I was wondering, so NFTs are all good right now at the stage that they're at. Like I like the fact that not everybody's getting into it, but don't you see down the track perhaps it'll get a little bit saturated and it'll lose its credibility over time?
Okay, it won't lose its credibility. What'll happen is like people will put value on those that have value, and the rest will disappear. It's the same thing that'll happen with cryptocurrency. Like eventually, you know, I don't know. I hear myself talking, but like eventually, I'm gonna try to jump over it. Eventually, like I think about 75% to 80% will disappear in terms of cryptocurrencies, and same thing will happen with NFTs. And that's really it.
Yeah, no, definitely. I hope so. But I didn't really mean credibility because obviously they do have a pretty good use case that you can use no matter what the circumstance. But I meant more like hype. Like at this stage, everyone's going crazy about NFTs, but down the track, when you have everybody getting into it, it's more than a niche. It's going to be something that everybody has their hands on.
I think Beeble popped the bubble with NFTs when the $69 million sale happened. So I think the NFT market reset, and I think that what you're seeing now is like NFT 2.0, which I'm into, and you're seeing more people and like more celebrities get into NFTs to go ahead and take their brands to the next level, which is phenomenal, which is awesome. And once more celebrities and more known people get in, I mean, NFTs will go ahead and make a hell of a difference with connecting with your audience. You don't even have to be a celebrity. You can be, I don't know, some I don't know, Joe Schmo like me, like who does a spaces and says, hey, if you wanted to go ahead and be a part of my space, you got to get this NFT. I don't know, just I'm throwing shit out there, but like NFTs will have a huge residual effect, and also will be able to go ahead and connect you with your audience and can help it continue to grow. That audience, your fan base.
Definitely. No, I like toying with the idea where people were actually mentioning, like, if you want to get into a stadium or you want to go to a cinema, you need to buy the NFT, and then with that, obviously, you have the ticket as well. So it's sort of a two-in-one. You don't really have to show two different things. I think.
But with the NFTs, you need I will keep on harping on this. An NFT should have a tangible asset with it. So like Dom has his NFT where like he has an NFT and he has a helmet which is signed by JPP and by Odell Beckham. Like who doesn't want that? Odell Beckham, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Like you guys are reading too much in terms of his antics. I think he gets a bad rap, but ultimately he's a top 10 receiver. So who doesn't want him? And JPP, unfortunate accident, but he still plays the game. Still plays the game at a high level. So who wouldn't want that, a part of their collection? If you're a huge Giants fan, you should want that. So at the end of the day, like Eli Manning too. There you go. So like you got those three signatures on there. That's a tangible asset. That's something. Not only do you get a digital copy, you get something that you can actually hold. And that's where NFT goes to NFT 3.0. Just like Beeble was doing it. You buy something from Beeble, you get a tangible asset with it.
Dude, that was crazy. I was actually looking at Beeple's everyday product, and he has like a freaking hair sample with it, which is crazy, and he has a whole bunch of other stuff. I think that's a really good idea, but it's just really expensive. I looked at the prices. I'm like, hell no, I'm not paying $800K
But that's because you don't see the value where others do. So everybody listen,
Definitely.
listen. Somebody sees value in a Lamborghini, where somebody doesn't because they like the Ferrari better. I mean, everybody has their taste. I mean, some people like G wagons. I don't. I personally don't like them. Think that
Oh,
I
I
know,
think
man. I don't know. I don't know what is it with
let's
those
calm
G
down,
wagons.
David. Let's calm
what
down.
what
Calm
happened.
down.
I don't even
Oh
know what it is with those G wagons. If anything, the
yeah,
GL63s look hell way nicer
yeah,
than the
yeah,
G
yeah.
wagons.
Honestly,
All
I'd
right,
rather get a
thank you,
Jeep
Loch
Wrangler.
Ness, for coming. Let's go to Hodel Assets.
That's not Hodel asset.
Hodel Token. What's up?
Shout out.
I don't know what it
Hey,
is.
I just want to say I'm looking at people and hearing voices that have been, pretty much the MVPs of everything that I follow, and now I'm getting to speak. So I'm blown away right now. Thank you for letting me on the stage.
You're welcome, love.
So I have a question. I'm going to lead with a question. Obviously, this is a question space. David, I'm not sure if you're familiar with what we're doing here with HODL Token, but what you were just talking about is exactly where we're bringing our platform. We're about to drop a marketplace where we're offering a NFT of a Beckett's authenticated signed Tesla by Elon Musk. Obviously paired with an NFT to go together, and that's our opening item. And my question to you is, what would be, in your professional opinion, the best way to get that out into the world?
When you're dealing with NFTs, you definitely should seek somebody who's in the NFT space, who does marketing in the NFT space, to go ahead and help brand your product.
Right.
Notice the word brand, because we get confused with marketing, and some people think marketing is somebody coming on and just shilling it and say buy, buy, buy. No, those are shillers. You're looking for marketing. You're looking for somebody to build you your brand, just like the people behind the Nike, the Adidas commercials. That's branding. When you can watch a commercial, shit, I'm gonna give away some secrets, but you can watch a 30-second commercial comes on, right? And literally, it's a Nike commercial, but you don't know it's a Nike commercial, but it's telling the story. And then you finally, 24 seconds into the commercial, you see the Nike logo.
Yeah.
And then at the end, it's just like Nike, or they're just a symbol.
Yeah, they
So-
got you at that point.
I mean, but you need somebody that can tell your story for your brand, and that being your first piece as well.
Absolutely.
You need somebody who's in the know, and not just somebody who says they know. Nobody from the corporate world, because they are straight up ass. They don't know this space. I'm telling you, they don't. So if you're looking for people from the outside to come in, they don't understand it. They see people with avatars, that avatar of fucking Elmo with a suit on. They don't get it. You got to get somebody from this world to go ahead and make sure that they can brand it.
Absolutely. Well,
So,
I mean,
Dave,
we're partnering with the company that's been in operation for like 30 years, collecting these signatured items, and we're going to be utilizing their platform and their branding to help us through that, because obviously with an emerging coin, it's almost impossible to get people's attention in a meaningful way. But we, as you were saying with the NFT 3.0, with bringing tangible items to the table, that's really our hope. We saw a big vacuum of space there, and we have the likes of Elon or Richard Branson, Babe Ruth. This is kind of our opening shot at it with this signed Tesla, and then the paired clone of the NFT. And what you guys were speaking to earlier in this chat was just resonating so well, and I'm absolutely stoked to be a part of that and to bring something unique to the table. And I'll be messaging each and every one of you up here just to get your advice and maybe to partner with you guys or just have some advice. You guys have all been around this space a lot longer than I have, so I respect that fully, and yeah, props to you. Thank you for letting me on here. I'm stoked.
Yeah, thank you, Hodel Token, the official.
So
Appreciate
Dave,
you.
there's a couple really successful NFTs here the last couple days, and the one of them being the Tom Brady. And if you guys know what the Tom Brady NFT was doing with DraftKings, how it's granting access to Tom Brady's private Discord and to DraftKings private Discord, if you hold that Tom Brady NFT, those are the NFTs that are going to be worth a lot of money, or the ones that grant private access.
Well, that's the tokenization part, so that tokenization of NFTs, that'll stay forever.
Without a doubt.
Because Mike Tyson comes out with something like that, and listen, Tom Brady has autographs. Basically, he can go ahead and I'm sure he already has. He can sign up as many athletes as he wants. Listen, he has first seats to that, to go ahead and sign up as many people as possible.
Exactly. So he has that autograph.io company paired with DraftKings. They're minting everything on Polygon. They did the Tom Brady drop, and next is the Wayne Gretzky drop. So he's getting all the big ones. And then another one that dropped today is Incognito, where the reveal didn't happen until 48 hours after he bought or minted the NFT. But the NFT is tied to real world assets like paintings or digital assets like CryptoPunks. And if you get one of those, you're awarded what that is. Like there's a reward to it. It's really cool.
That's dope. That's dope. Listen, like I said, I'm excited about NFTs and the NFT space. I just honestly, I really want to give them a shout out because there's some cool ass people. They welcome everybody. Maybe there's like one or two people that are assholes, but I'm talking about like 99.9% are pretty just laid back, probably taking shots of Johnny Walker right now and just like chilling and just talking about fucking random fucking shit in the NFT world, which is cool, and they're helping to educate. So I love that. It reminds me of the Dogecoin community where you come in there and nobody's, for the most part, 99.9% aren't hostile. I would have said something right now, but I don't want to kill it.
Yeah, don't say it. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Aaron.
Hey, no problem, guys.
And then now we have
America.
Hey, what's up, everybody? What's up? It's actually I'm glad to be talking about our current monetary situation on this planet. This is kind of be a focus question for everybody, but David, you might be a little bit more knowledgeable about this. So are you familiar with there was a federal lawsuit in Houston in January. I've been doing a little research into this, and there was a huge settlement between the federal government and the state of Texas. Somebody sued both the state of Texas and our federal government. They won class action on behalf of everybody, technically on the planet, but maybe more in the immediate future, focused on American citizens and people within our jurisdiction. Somebody actually claimed an infinite amount of money and actually won in federal court. Not only did they win in federal court in January in Houston, Texas, they also won in San Jose. So multiple federal judges have backed, and they're actually claiming that our voices are actually now a legal form of the American dollar and every form of currency on this planet. To the extent that they actually have a current case going in Sacramento in federal court, working with Chevron to try and get people to actually be able to start using their voices. You're talking about our voice being very powerful, like literally using our voices to pay for like gasoline, so that our voice is the actual currency rather than it coming out like out of a bank account or off our phone, something like that. So I guess I was curious if anybody has heard about that.
I haven't, and I'll look into it. I don't want to. I never say yes when I don't know. So I will definitely look into that. If you could send me like a link,
okay.
Like my DMs are open. Like if you could send me links to that, like I'd really love to go ahead and read on that.
My DMs
Sure.
are open.
So I think.
Yes, can you send me that too, please?
Let's go. So somebody claimed that we actually all have an infinite amount of money and that our voice. And I'm talking about like every currency on the planet. Bitcoin, like our voices literally are an equal form of Bitcoin, like granted by our federal government. And then actually co-ownership has been one like of every major corporation in our society, including all of our grocery stores, supermarkets, and gas stations for everybody in America. Technically every human, but focused on America for a little while. And then I know this is going to be huge, but I'm gonna give some links and some YouTube that have accessed the case online at pacer.gov. The presidency of the United States, I'm absolutely certain, in the case, this has been officially established and won. Technically for everybody on the planet, but specifically for a while, every American citizen. So I thought they were a really big deal. So I was going to be able to share that with everybody listening.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate that.
All right, and
And
then
I'll work.
sorry, I took him down, and he was still talking. My bad.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Now we
America.
have DGITM or something. Hi.
Hey, it's D-Gill here. Thanks for
D Gill.
Yes, D-Gill.
You're
Hey,
you're
D
low,
Gill, go
dude.
ahead and speak a little closer to that mic.
All right, so y'all hear me better now?
Yes.
All right, so I appreciate bringing up cryptocurrency. I really believe that the boomer generation is hoarding so much of the United States' wealth. And people in the middle class, like you said, there's no middle class. Cryptocurrency is a way that we can stop that. We can take control of our own financial freedom. I live in the Bay Area. Houses around me are $1 million, $2 million. I can't afford that right now. And I have 2 college degrees. I'm in the healthcare field. Something's got to change. And that is cryptocurrency, even NFTs. I'm talking about this thing can be very huge. And right now I'm just a long-term holder because I don't know how to trade yet. But I see this in the future, like you said, David, is massive. That whole big on thing, Trump won with the votes and everything. In the future, there will be NFT votes. Your specially designed NFT vote where nobody can say, oh, somebody threw away my ballot. No, that's how big this thing is going to be in the future. But back on the trading, I'm new. I want to know any advice on how to learn technical analysis. I'm trying to take my game up from just a long-term holder to really start making some real type of money.
My advice with TA is that, an unpopular opinion. Have you learned? Are you doing FA yet or no?
Not yet.
I would start off with fundamental analysis. Learn everything about, like look at the top 100. Start that off and just look at the top 100. Learn about them. Understand what the utility is, what the use case is, what are they building, the team, and then get in. At some point get into TA and start learning the TA or how to TA in the crypto world because it's so volatile. And honestly, like if you ask any real TA guy, 97% of them fucking lose, and especially in the beginning. Like I'm talking about major dollars, not $50. I'm talking about 50,000 easy. So I would definitely, my recommendation, not financial advice, of course, but I would start off with FA before TA, because TA is a really good entry port, right? Like you're looking at TA, you're gonna use TA to go ahead and enter the market. So it's a really good tool to use for an entry point. But I'd rather know everything about the goddamn company and what it's doing before I go ahead and start looking at entry points.
Got it. Thank you.
Thank you. And now we have Gio.
Gio, what's up, my guy?
What's going on, everybody? How's everybody tonight?
Good.
Anyway, David, you know that I'm a fan of yours. Anyway, I've fucking been following you forever. But anyway, I just wanted to make a clarification here because I've got a whole bunch of messages in the last little while. HODL assets and HODL token are 2 different things. So for HODL assets, it's an NFT marketplace with a coin attached with a 10 million supply. No more, never going to be any more. The marketplace will run on multiple blockchains where you can mint or buy NFTs using, 4, 5, 6 eventually different coins. But I'm not here to shill anything today. If anybody wants to read more about it, just click my bio and it's pinned in the messages there. But other than that, stop messaging me about the other one. So I don't know nothing about it. I'm sure there's a great project as well.
That's right.
You pre-shilling, son. You pre-shilling.
Hey, listen, I don't do this full time.
You lucky Dom don't kick you off the stage. Dom don't like that.
Dom.
Listen,
Dom
I don't have
power here.
co-host abilities, but I would have.
Dom doesn't have the power here.
Hey, Dom.
Ooh.
Dom, listen,
Straight
you
up.
know that I'm a Giants fan too. Hey, I told you, you gotta tell Weatherford there to chill a little bit. But other than that,
Shout out,
I
shout
wanted to
out to all the
clarify.
Italian Canadians out there.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. But I just wanted to clarify because my messages blew up. So, anyway, David, I follow
Thank you,
you. I
man.
don't need to ask you any more questions. I learn from you every day, and I thank you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that, man.
Thank you, Gio. Go back to bed now.
Bye, Gio. Good night.
Ciao.
We love you.
Rams, what's up? Hey,
What's
Rams.
up, guys? How are you, David? How's everybody doing?
What's up?
What's going on, bro?
Not much, man. Loving the dojis, man. It's going up.
The Dojis.
The Dojis, man. I love your community. The fucking community's insane.
Right,
I
exactly.
know, dude. It's growing, and I'm happy to see. I'm happy to see we're picking up volume back into that market.
Listen, don't look. Uh, for me personally, I've already said this. I don't even look at Dogecoin as like. I'm not looking for the gains from Dogecoin, and that's real talk. Like I'm looking to spend it. I'm looking to see more, you know, more merchants take it on, so I can walk in and say I paid somebody with a fucking meme, man. Like it's just like that shit is just on some next level shit. Something that started off as a joke, you know, that's now just taken on a life of its own. I think it's really fucking cool, and the community again. I go back to it. They're out there fucking teaching people about cryptocurrency and blockchain technology. You can't ask for anything better than that shit.
I
I
heard you
agree.
can buy Chick-fil-A now with Dogecoin or something like
What?
that.
You
Yes,
I
it's
can?
don't know. It was
becoming
some franchise or something, but sorry, go ahead.
it's becoming a medium of exchange. I was just about to say. Seeing it as a lot of businesses are accepting it as a mode of payment is just is mind blowing.
But it's a good listen. And this is why Elon Musk loves Dogecoin, and I could say Mark Cuban as well. But I think Elon, what he sees in it, honestly, is you have this huge fucking community, right? If you only add in besides it being like I always say, like right now it's being used for cryptocurrency, like it's being used as an actual cryptocurrency for actual payment. If you add on another use case onto Dogecoin, yeah, this shit is going to rip. Like there's no doubt. Like if that talk about Ethereum, like Vitalik working on Doge ever fucking comes to fruition, like yo, forget it. Like that's a game changer because people just don't recognize the fact that you have that community. It's huge. It's not little. It's a huge community. Look at the engagement. At one point, it was ripping apart Bitcoin. Ripping apart Bitcoin. In terms of, I think it actually holds the record. You can look this up. It holds the record with the most tweets in one day, or social engagement in one day. Doge does. So there's that opportunity. I think Elon sees it, and he's a smart guy. Whatever, you don't have to like him, but where he can go ahead and bring people together and just make something of Dogecoin. Funny how he always says like something that started off as a joke becomes,
Not a joke.
yeah,
Who's laughing now?
Yeah,
exactly.
I agree with you, man. I personally love Elon Musk. I think he's like we're very lucky to have him in our in our eighth day of time. To have somebody with this type of like mentality, and this type of like business mentality, and he's just a smart guy, man. I mean, we're very lucky to have him live during our age.
For sure. That's one. Listen, he's our. Oh, I look at him as like what? If you're gonna name a character, he's Tony Stark. I
Papa
mean,
Musk.
Thank you.
I think
Hey,
that's who. That's Iron Man right there for me.
Yeah, for me
David,
too.
would you say Dogecoin is the first crypto marketing tool?
I would say that it is the first brand that we've had in cryptocurrency, and I think people don't understand.
Mm.
When I say brand, some people are like, "What are you talking about? Bitcoin's a brand. Like Bitcoin's a like no 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 no. Dogecoin
It's a
is a
brand
brand
for
because
sure.
Axe sent me a body spray, which, by the way, Axe, I love you. I love you, Axe. But I just have one thing to say. That fucking body spray.
Strong as shit.
I sprayed a little of it. Just a little, just to smell it.
Strong
Just,
as shit.
I still can't get rid of the fucking stench. Axe body spray.
Oh
This shit is,
shit.
if you know somebody that smells really bad,
David.
because
Oh.
right now, COVID done fucked everything up. People forgot about, people don't know what deodorant is anymore. I,
Yeah. Oh, wait,
listen,
what did this smell like?
Where's
Like
this
wet dog
going?
or something?
Hold up.
hold on. Who's getting tased? But chill.
Can you get out that alleyway? Can you
I'm
just get
not,
out there?
it's
Yeah,
my
bro.
street, man.
Are you
I'm on the,
sitting on a stoop watching everyone, or
He's
what's
sitting on
going
a
on,
damn
bro?
stoop.
I'm
You
on
at
the
the
west.
corner store?
Nah, I'm on the west side, man. I don't know what the fuck's going on tonight,
He's
man.
on.
Oh
He's at a
shit.
bodega, bro. There's
He's at the
drive-bys
fucking
happening.
bodega.
I'm about to start throwing up like signs and shit. I had a, but yeah, like Axe body spray, guys. Listen, I know COVID fucked everything up. I know we're on the lockdown conditions, but that doesn't give you the right to not use deodorant anymore. So, guys, if you need deodorant,
He got you.
I got you. Like I will go ahead and
He's
spray
gonna send
Axe.
you Doge X body spray.
Come on, man. You meet a girl, you want to fuck. Come on, you want to impress. You want to impress. Put on some, YSL, man. Like, smell
Oh
good,
my
man. I don't know.
god.
Take a shower, man. Like, I'm
David,
not,
how does go from X body spray to YSL?
because I'm gonna say this because you had Axe, like all these companies, they saw like, hey, we can go ahead and use Dogecoin, up ourselves. So what did
Right.
Axe did that? Then you had Slim Jim that sent me, I don't know what the hell this box was. It was bigger than my house, but they sent me a box, huge box, and it was like an NFT of Dogecoin and all this shit. Marketing. Now people are back into, Macho Man was the last grade advertiser for fucking, for Slim Jim. Here comes Dogecoin, and Slim Jim's back on the map. So,
Slim
a
Jim
lot of
never
companies.
left. I'm just telling you, Slim Jim never left. Shout out to Slim Jim.
Depending on where you live, I guess so. But I'm just saying, we're talking gourmet, right? But no, I'm just kidding. Sometimes we get hungry, right? No, but Slim Jim took advantage of that, and you have a lot of companies doing that. Listen, I get like DMs all the time, like from real companies, like, "Hey, you want to be a part of something with Dogecoin, where like we do this," and that's pretty cool. Like that's dope, and that's where I come to and end this elongated session where, yeah, Dogecoin has become the first brand from the crypto space.
Yeah.
Thank Robinhood for that too. Don't listen. I can shit on Vlad all day long. I got my own gripes with Vlad, no doubt about it. I got my gripes with Wall Street. I hate the fucking elites, despise them. Because when they're shorting the shit out of a company and sending them into bankruptcy, they don't give a fuck. They ain't no circuit breakers. Nobody's stopping nobody's ass. But as soon as the retail buyer starts winning, AMC, GameStop, hey, throw on those circuit breakers. Yo, what's going on? Da 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 da. We don't got the money. We never had. But Robinhood did give the opportunity for the retail buyer to come in and play this game and make it feel gamified, as we talked earlier.
Right. And before we go to Baby Evangeline, his question or her question, I do want to say that I got my first payment or transaction in Doge. I tattooed Dogecoin Militia or Doge Militia, and he paid in full in Doge, and it was pretty cool. And the transaction was really fast. It was like less than a minute, so that was cool.
Yeah, that sounds cool. But I just want to say, Evangelion, the anime. I think that's him, right?
Yo, shout out to the racers out today. Shout out to all the Honda Civics with modified exhaust systems.
Is that Pikachu again? You know I love Pikachu. You gonna keep coming up here like this? I love Pikachu. Thank you.
What the hell is going on?
All right.
Pikachu.
What am I?
Thanks, Evangelion.
What can I say, man?
Peace. Go ahead, let him down.
I did. And then Fahim Noor Islam. Do you have a question?
Hey,
Yeah, hey y'all. Thanks for hosting this. David, I've been
What's up,
following you for a
Anthony?
couple months.
My condolences.
Thanks for I see
My
all your
condolences.
comments on Elon's post. Like thanks for keeping the game real, thanks for keeping the Doge hopes up. I had a question about something you mentioned earlier, the Vitalik, working on Doge or like a Doge and Ethereum bridge sort of happening. I was wondering, how Jack is now super like anti-Ethereum, like he's totally, you know, talking down Ethereum everywhere possible. Do you
Yeah.
think if Doge is like gets associated with Ethereum, that might bring like Doge in Jack's bad side, and I don't know, just gain another enemy? Can Doge like, grow in its own light by I don't know if that makes sense.
I get where you're coming from. Like, it doesn't really, honestly, it doesn't really matter if Jack joins in. If he joins in, it's a plus. But like at this point, it's kind of like Bitcoin. You can't stop it. It's already in play, and like more big time notable people are jumping into Dogecoin to go ahead and like either take it on, to accept it, or to go ahead and push it out there. So, I mean, would it be nice if Jack, you know, number one, stopped this in Ethereum? Yeah, that would be nice, because like I don't know why we need that whole, this whole. I watch it, like it's nonsense.
I don't really understand why, like at which point he turned from like a crypto enthusiast to like a Bitcoin maxi. It was kind of sudden, I think.
But you know what? I'm a Bitcoiner. Like I'm a Bitcoiner, but like
I mean,
so.
yeah, we're all
Like,
Bitcoiners, of
yeah,
course,
but
but like,
when I look at Bitcoin, it's money. Like when you talk about Bitcoin,
right,
the subject is never about the tech. It's always about money.
right.
But then you have everything else that is tech. So what's the problem? Ethereum allows, and there are plenty of institutions that are buying, not only investing into Ethereum, but they're also trying to build on it. That and XRP. Well, I'll mention XRP because Ripple has its products for the banks. Listen, guys, unfortunately, the banks are not going anywhere anytime soon. So, Ripple and the products make perfect sense. But at the end of the day, that's tech. Everything, that's the tech sector. So what's so bad about it? We have decentralized tech. Where's the beef? Why do we have sport? Like this
That's
is
what I
like a
don't
sporting
get
thing.
exactly.
It's
Like,
just it's the
where's the beef?
sporting, because when somebody fears something, there must be some doubt in somebody's head that says, you know what, this shit might flip Bitcoin.
Hmm.
And that's the only thing that and listen, I've said it before, the unpopular opinion, I think Ethereum has a great chance to go ahead and do so. And that might get me like literally destroyed by a lot of people. But at the end of the day, I speak my mind because I've done research on it. And if you look at the numbers don't lie. People do.
Yep.
Anything else, Fareem?
No, no, that was it. Thanks for just spending this time with us.
Thank you for coming up. And then now we have Boss Baby Doge.
Hey, boss baby Doge. Baby.
And
Unmute
He's
your mic.
he's here to show his own thing.
is he?
Yeah, I can
Uh-huh.
read the profile already.
Let's see. Boss Baby Doge.
If
Are you?
you ain't the real Doge, I ain't fucking with you.
Oh, he
Oh,
left. He left
damn.
because he knew that you were right.
He like, David don't fuck with me, so I'm
Yeah,
out.
like
He's out. All right. Well, there's
Already
no
he's
more
out.
questions. So I think we're good to go. David, do you have any last statements for
You have
people?
any last words before you get mauled in the alleyway?
I just want to say on yeah, I tell you, fuck. I just honestly want to say like a lot of you guys are going to get stupid rich. Uh, I hope that you do have some sort of game plan in place for when that happens. Um, just because like lottery winners, people who win the lottery, like 9 out of 10 of them go broke. So I do hope you have a real financial advisor advising you on stuff. And I also hope that you really honestly do give back. Like for me personally, like there's a lot of things that I really want to do, and that's the inner cities, and I'm not just saying that, it's where I grew up. So like, I didn't grow up deep in the inner cities, but I lived right there. And, I'd like to see more workshops to where, people can learn about how to invest, how to code, how to, obviously work for a protocol like in the crypto space. I want to see all that happen. So like, I really hope that like you do give back somehow back to wherever you came from, and not to the, no disrespect, not to the middle class and places where they don't need it, but to places where they do need it. And if I do decide to ever run again for Congress, I'm definitely going to make sure that people have an opportunity to go ahead and, succeed, and not just be thrown $1,400 with a stimulus check and then told, here, have a nice fucking day. No, incentivize it. People want to do good. You got to give them an opportunity. Give them the tools to succeed, man.
Well, David, when you get ready to do all that stuff, just know that I'm ready for that too. So if you need some help with any of those things, because I'm from the inner city too, a poor neighborhood, and I would love to give back to those type of communities. So if anybody, wants to do that, don't inbox me, but you can leave a message on my wall.
Yo, David, and dude, that's some like real stuff right there, because all the crypto millionaires is about to pop up. We need to start making businesses and start accepting crypto and make the dollar worthless at some point.
But how do we help? How do we help? So now we've put in the work to go ahead and give ourselves the opportunity to get there. How do we help those that didn't have the same opportunity as us? What can we do to give back? Well, I don't have to run for Congress to do that. Like I ran for Congress to do that, but I don't have to run. So how do we all do that? And for the right reasons, right? Like not just to say, hey, I did it. How do we all go ahead and give back and like start up a workshop and fund it? Because Google, obviously, when they give out $500 million, that shit goes straight to people that make $500,000 and over, so their kids can go fucking learn. No disrespect, I got nothing against people like that, but at the end of the day, I'd like to see, people that are making $20,000 per year have the ability to go get a certificate and then work for a Google or for an Apple or for whatever is out there, man. That's what I'd like to see. I'd love to see some sort of coalition form here so we can all work together towards that goal.
Amazing. And thank you guys for joining us today with David Gokhshtein. And then if you don't already, please follow him and Patcoin Official and Gokhshtein Media. And this was recorded, so we'll have it up on our YouTube channel later this week. And thank you, everyone, and have a good week. And David, thanks for coming on with us.
By the way, thank you very much for having me. Thank you very much for having me. And thank you guys for being in this room, man. God bless you all and stay safe.
Bye, guys.
All right, David. Thank you so much. And make sure you follow the OTC Club and follow everybody up here and hit them alerts. This Spaces will be on the YouTube channel soon.
Bye, guys.
All right, you guys. Bye-bye.